So what's up, children of the Rainbow Corn? It's your girl, Christina Storm, the hostess that does the mostest, baby. Yes, I decided to do a live and can't do no live in this house with people walking in the room and dogs running around and stuff. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, um, I just want to get on here because something told me to get on here and say a little word to some people of encouragement because even for myself recently I found myself in a situation. I got a car like a couple of months ago, and it started breaking down. So I didn't know, what was next. Like it literally been like every time I got it fixed, it broke down. Every time I got it fixed, it broke down. So I didn't know what to do. Like I was just putting more money and more money into it, and lo and behold, it just ain't acting right. So you know what I'm saying? So I look at it like this. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Like literally, I'm struggling. Like I had a whole plan out when I got the car. I planned out to do this. The car was going to be a source of income for me because not only did I pay for my car straight out, so I only had to pay for insurance. It was going to be another source of income, so I could do like I would never do. I'm sorry, but me personally, I would never do Uber or Lyft as far as picking up people. Now, as far as delivering the food and everything else, I have no problem with. But that's what I was gonna do with it, and so that I can have another source of income. I'm all about making another source of income, keeping the coin flowing through with the house. But lo and behold, I put so much money into this car where I found myself struggling. So now I went, for some reason, someone told me to get on here. So I am. And I'm in my bedroom, so I'm like not in the normal area where I record. But I do know this to be true. Keep pushing. When things seem to be hard, keep pushing. Don't give up. Because the universe sees it. You know what I'm saying? And even though you may feel like everything's falling apart, it's doing it for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's doing it for a reason. So keep pushing. Never give up. Even if every day your goal is to take another step towards something. It don't matter how big, how small it is. Like for me, I got to a point where I was like, shoot, I didn't achieve all these things. I didn't get all these things. I wasn't able to get to a point where I am to give up. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I haven't even reached the top of the mountain that I'm supposed to be climbing up. So it's like I'm right there. I'm teeter-tottering. So every day I get up, I'm like, what can I do next to make things better? So lo and behold, I will say this, like me not trying to stress out about it that much. A blessing came through. Can't say what it is, but it was a financial blessing that just popped up out of nowhere that I'd never seen even coming. Cause I just knew when I got that ticket, and it wasn't even me who got the ticket, and that's what I learned from getting the car. Don't let no motherfucker drive your damn car. I don't care who it is. I don't care how long they had a license or how, you know what I'm saying, how long they've been driving or whatever. Don't let nobody else drive your car because it wasn't me driving. Because I looked at the time frame that it happened around the time where I had somebody else driving the car. The day that it happened was the day, and the time frame was the time frame that I was in the car, but I wasn't driving my car because I didn't know where I was going in the city. So I didn't drive my car, but I had a licensed driver that was driving the car, and lo and behold, I guess he messed up. He ran a red light that I didn't pay no attention to when he was driving. So but that's neither here or there. But when that hit, I was like, what the fuck else? You know what I'm saying? And I realized that in that moment, I had one or two things I could do. I could sit there stress out, like I've been doing, or just push through. You know what I'm saying? Figure ways out. So what I did was I just adapted. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do in a situation. You at a quick of a snap of a finger, let's say, or a wibbity doo bop, or whatever, Kalamazoo, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Things happen, and you have to get to a point where you don't let it fluster you for too long, because I can never say don't let it fluster you or don't let it upset you, but you have to get to a point where you don't allow things to get to you to so badly where you draw into yourself and you internalize it and you forget about it's other people, it's other things. You have pets, you have children, you have a husband, you have a wife, or you have students. If you're a teacher, you have whatever the case may be that relies on you to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may have goals that you want to reach, but without you continuing to push, regardless what those goals are, regardless how big the steps that you take towards those goals to get there, it relies on something from you. So you have to get to a point, like I said, where you just keep pushing. Like, it be days where you just don't want to get up, because Lord knows it be days where I just don't want to get up. You know what I'm saying? And everything falls on me. Outside of the normal, with me being transgender, outside of the normal emotional ups and downs I go through, because I am on hormones and I'm still going through that battle of two different people fighting inside of me mentally. There's the outside world, you know what I'm saying? And then there's also the stresses that I put on myself, like my bills, the dogs, the show. But I don't, the show itself doesn't stress me out. I think it's more so like trying to make sure that I get good quality stuff out and in a timely manner. I guess the dogs stress me out because it's like having kids. And then the bills, if you got bills, you know what the fuck they do. They stress you out, especially when things ain't right in the money department. You know what I'm saying? And then you also, like, when you have goals or you trying to do things, a lot of times it takes money. You know what I'm saying? So my word for the children of the rainbow corn is that to keep pushing, keep striving, keep setting goals. The best advice I could tell you as far as setting goals: get a piece of paper, get a journal. First off, I say get a journal because you can write so much stuff in it. It could be whatever the case may be. It could be your emotions, it could be how you feel, how your day was. It could just be to just let out a lot of stuff that you normally could not say out loud. But also to get a journal, because that's when you start seeing your growth, but also you can start listing the things that you want to do. Like I did. I said that by the end of the year, I want to have at least $500 in my account, which I never ever been able to keep in my account. You know what I'm saying? My goal is to have December 31st, $500 saved in my account. It may seem like a small amount to some, but for me it's huge because I can never seem to keep it. Even if I'm sitting there trying my hardest to save money, it's always a bill. There's always something going on, or I always need something. It ain't a want that I need. It's a need that I actually. It's not a need that let me reverse that. It's not a want that I had to put my money into. 9 times out of 10, it's a need. It's a need. It's a must. So right now, even if the year is almost up. We have September. September is basically here. We still have about we have like 2 weeks in September. 2 weeks September, October, November, December. So we had 3 months left. In 3 months, you should be able to do something. Even if it's your smallest goal. I say make a 3-month goal. Make it one of the smallest goals that you have. I don't care if it's just you going to sign up to get back into school. I don't care if it's you applying for, say you want to apply for and hopefully get a job. You know what I'm saying? God willing, you get a job, or Buddha willing, or Hecate, or whoever you believe in, or the goddess, the whatever you believe in, um, they bless you with a job or career, depending on what where you are in life. Some people want a career. I know myself. I want a career. I honestly want to be in the entertainment business some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also want to have my own. I want to have an enterprise. Um, I don't want to just have one thing. I want to have multiple things. You know what I'm saying? So when I go away, that is what it is. But yeah, get you a journal or a piece of paper, or get you one of them with some daggone them eraser marker boards. I have one in my office. I have one on my kitchen refrigerator. And literally, the one in my kitchen refrigerator has like 3 or 4 recipes that I came up with, and then goals for the year up there. Even though due to the my current situation with the pandemic and me getting back on my feet financially due to the car, I those goals will change, because by the end of 2020, I want to have $500 in my account. There is not to have for me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I set in January. Well, not January, December 31st, 2019. I said I was going to have $500 in my account. I said that no later than now, because of the pandemic and the way that they're doing it, no later than the middle of the summer, that I have with the knowledge that I need the summer of 2020, that I have the knowledge that I need to start looking for a house. You know what I'm saying? Or at least researching houses and what I like and the things I like in a house and everything. So the following year, I can actually get me a house. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that everything works in my favor. But definitely remember this. The biggest One of the biggest advices that I can give you is to keep pushing. No matter what's coming your way, no matter the naysayers, because trust and believe, there's going to be some. There's going to be people that ride for you all the way to the end till you hit your grave. But then there's also going to be people that ride for you up until you start actually making balls moves and start making grown people moves. You know what I'm saying? It's that stage where you have people that I call it, it's like a elevator or a staircase. Like when you make your next steps, it's a staircase for the haters too. You got the haters that, you know what I'm saying, they go with you all the way to, sometimes they go with you all the way to your grave and still be hating on you. You know what I'm saying? In the midst of you still making moves. Hopefully you see those snakes before they get there. You have the hating type that you start, because you're tired of being in a place where you are in life and you're tired of doing the same thing over and over again. You have those people that say, "Oh, you changing. You're changing up. You're being fake." You know what I'm saying? You think you're better than us because you got this, you got that, or you getting this, you getting that. It's not about you being fake. It's not about you thinking you're better than anybody. You've made certain moves and decisions to get yourself to a point where you just don't want to be stuck in that rut no more. You know what I'm saying? And some people can't take it because they don't understand. They don't understand the process yet, and they probably never will understand, and that's okay too. But you can't keep them motherfuckers along with you. That's like keeping damn sandbags tied to your legs and arms, and you trying to move and get away from the storm, but you can't get away from the storm because you got the sandbags on you holding you down. So that's one level. And then there's the ones where they actually go along with you, and they be hating on the side and be doing little things that you notice, that be like, damn, I'm here, I'm where I want to be, or I'm almost where I want to be, but shit just ain't going right. You know what I'm saying? Them vampires, them succubuses and vampires that come into your life, and I'm gonna say they're growth vampires and succubuses. I ain't gonna talk about the literal vampire and succubus. I'm talking about like growth and success succubuses and vampires, where you you think they your friend, and sometimes they can be your friend. They just don't know how to deal with your success. You know what I'm saying? They care for you and everything, but they don't know how to deal with the success that you're getting because it's something that they wanted. Sometimes you have to let those people go, and sometimes those people change over time, especially if you have a conversation with them and say it's not about being better than you or having this or having that, throwing it in your face. Because if you throwing shit in people's face, of course you're gonna have a lot of haters. That's how I look at it. Even when you're not throwing stuff in people's face, you have haters. But when you throwing shit in people's faces, you have a lot of haters. But 9 times out of 10, when you throwing shit in people's faces, your world ain't that fucking good for you to even be throwing shit in people's faces. You got shit going on internally, emotionally, or whatever the case may be, where your world ain't all that right if you got to throw your success or the things that you get in front of people. Then you have the ones that just be like, bitch, I'm taking you out. I.e., I would say this, i.e., you can see it in certain people in the entertainment industry. I won't say no names, but they get to a certain level of power where it's nothing that they cannot do, and it's nothing that they will not do to continue to stay in that position. That's all I'm gonna say. But remember the all I want to do all I want to say, I'm sorry, at the end of this is remember to push forward, keep going, you know what I'm saying, and regardless what come your way, because I'm gonna tell you, when I finally do tell my story, and I think I'm gonna do it, it's not gonna be the second season, but probably the third season of Loose Rap, or maybe a surprise something coming up that you don't know about. So, but it's beware of success and emotion. I definitely would say a part of your success is you have emotional control of things in that nature. So I would say beware of those vampires and succubuses that are around you, the snakes that's in the grass that regardless how much you mow them up, like it's still there, you know what I'm saying? And also just keep pushing, because regardless what's going on, children of the rainbow corn, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. It may not be, let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, it's not what you want, you don't always get. And I'm gonna say this, and it's not in the way it's not because you don't deserve it. It's just not sometimes meant for you, or it's meant to come to you in a different form, if you get what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's meant to come to you in a different form, and unless you can understand that when you see it, you be like, damn, this is not what I wanted. Even though it was good, I need what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? So beware of that. But that's why I wanted to get on. I did catch myself from crying because it's been rough. I ain't even gonna lie. The beginning of the pandemic, it was okay. I was good. But it was like a struggle. Like, these past 2 weeks has been crazy for me. Like, it really has. Like, it's really been crazy for me. And I will say this, I realized this. Shit started going crazy when I allowed somebody to stay in my house that wasn't supposed to be in my house. That's just God on. I allowed somebody to stay in my house for like off and on throughout the week for like 3 weeks. Because we had some personal ties that it seemed like while they was here, so much shit was going on. So I was under so much stress. So much shit was going on with my car. I was under so much stress. Nothing was working right for me. And this is just the God honest truth. When I sit here and say, every time that person left my home for a while, even if it was just for a little bit, the energy in my house changed. The energy around me changed. Although the situations did not change dramatically, things change. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, when them succubuses and vampires come around, sometimes it can be somebody that you genuinely care about and want to do good, but their energy and the things that they do and the things that they manifest within their life, even if it's not that they normally are doing it, can suck the life out of you and suck the energy out of you. And it's only when you keep pushing and keep going where that shit eventually it will just dissipate. So remember what I said, keep pushing. Beware of the succubuses and vampires that's out there. And it's all different forms. It's the literal form of the monster form, the mythical form, or whatever the case may be, because they are out there, let's be honest. I mean, but I believe it. I believe it to be true. Shit, we got ghosts and spirits around here, so what the fuck else is out there? The government don't tell us every motherfucking thing. But beware of those people in your life or things in your life or habits in your life that suck the life and energy out of yourself and out of the things, the positive things that you're trying to manifest within your life. That's it. That's all. Yeah, I'm in my bedroom. I got my little nice old wig on or whatever the case may be, my little bundles. It ain't even a bundle, honestly. It's a wig from Wish. I don't give no, it's not from Wish. I'm sorry. It's from one of them, the little buy 3 wigs, whatever the case may be. It's one of them bitches. And I got two different more. I don't give a fuck. I'm living with it. I'm trying to live within my means and spoil myself within my means. I can't afford them 20, 30, 40,000 lace fronts that Tanisha 6ix9ine be wearing, bitch. Cause I found out that bitch be wearing 30, 40, 50,000 lace fronts, bitch. I want to know this, and I'm ending it because I was supposed to be giving you some advice and some good juju and things. How the hell do you pay almost $50,000 every time? Max from what he could be paying more for some fucking lace fronts, and you fucking Mexican. I'm not racist, so nobody put that on me. But I'm trying to understand that they have some of the best and beautiful hair, especially when taken care of properly. How you have that hair that the girls be wanting? So what's going on with yourself and the things around you and the succubuses and things of that nature around you, honey, that you got to sit there and pay $50,000 for some hair that should already be growing out your motherfucker hair. All you gotta do is color that bitch to the rainbow, the Skittles that you put in your damn hair, bitch. But I mean, like, let me say this, Tanisha 6ix9ine, because I ain't gonna call you Takashi. Bitch, use Tanisha. Tanisha 6ix9ine, I do like some of your music. I can't even front. I do like some of your music. I'd be lying if I say that I did not like some of your music. But I would never be able to respect you. That's it. That's all. Keep pushing. Beware of the succubuses and vampires in your life, people. And this pandemic is not over yet. But let's work together. Let's love on each other. Let's be there for each other regardless what's going on. This pandemic, to me, is about bringing us as a country together. There's a lot of countries out there that's more together than we have ever been. Let's show them that we can be together. It shouldn't matter your race, color, gender, sexual orientation, whatever the case may be. All of the in-betweens, the 1, 2, 3s and to 100, whatever the case may be. Let's come together and get through this. Let's make these motherfucking people in government do what they supposed to do for us to make sure that we are good, that we can survive, that we have the doctors and nurses and things that can go about finding whatever cure they say they don't have. So, deuces, children in the rainbow corn. Please be looking out for Loose Rap. I gotta get my dates right because it's been a minute since I actually looked at the calendar. But Loose Rap will be coming back in shit. Ew. No, Loose Rap will be coming back. Season 2 of Loose Rap will be coming back October the 3rd. That's a Saturday. October 3rd. And it will be... I haven't chose a time because time be kind of crazy on a Saturday. But okay, I'm just gonna make this official. 8 o'clock Saturday, I will be recording. 9 o'clock, it will be well, I'm gonna say 9:30. So I gotta do editing and all, some little editings and all that, the things of that nature, or whatever. Um, it will be posted. You can see it. I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do some things with Loose Rap. I can't really say because you know what I'm saying, I ain't trying to put all my shit out there because like I said, you got the succubuses and things of that nature. They be praying on your shit. They be worshiping on shit on you and be lighting candles and doing oils and rituals and shit so that you can't get what you supposed to get, was meant for you to get. So I ain't gonna say everything that I want to do with season 2. But it's coming, boo. Y'all seen the daggone intro. So y'all know I was doing some things to get to the next level, or trying to get better and get to the next level. So look out for Loose Rap season 2 episode 1, baby. The premiere episode of Loose Rap coming October 3rd. Let me tell y'all, 2 weeks. 2 before my birthday, October 16th. Okay. So, you know, cash out me, boo. So, you know. And I will make this announcement. Loose Rap will be doing sponsors. Like, I don't care. I do free publicity for a while. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with that. You know, I had people that's sharing my post. I have fans sharing my posts. You know, and it's not. I can't say I got a million person fan base, but whoever's watching the show is sharing it. Whoever's listening to the show on Anchor app is sharing it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. It may not be as big as a lot of people on YouTube, but I'm happy with whoever I had, because whoever's watching and listening is meant to be watching and listening, and those are the true fans or whatever. Those are the true children, my true children of the Rainbow Corn. So yes, October 3rd at 9:30. I'm gonna say 9:30. I'm not gonna say 9 o'clock. Because I always say a time and then it actually get posted an hour later. So I'm going to give myself an hour and a half later. So at 9:30, at 9:30, the show will be on Anchor app. Well, at 9 o'clock, let me say this. At 9 o'clock, the show will be on Anchor app. So even if you don't visually see the show, you can go on Anchor app and at Loose Rap Show with Christina Storm on Anchor app and listen to the premiere episode of Loose Rap season 2, and it will be on there at 9, no later than 9:15. Also the actual editing of it, you know what I'm saying, it, like I said, it's going to be about another 30 to 45 minutes for me to actually edit the show the way I want to. It ain't got to be all big and glamorous, because I'm still learning. I'm at the basics level. I'm a novice, so I'm still learning. But excuse me, I'm about to sneeze because I'm cold. I'm a little chilly. But it will be on Anchor app first. Probably I'm gonna say 9. I said 10 at 9:15. It should be on Anchor app. You should be able to listen to it, and the way you can listen to it on Anchor app. Do not go to Loose Rap Show. Do not go to Loose Rap Show on Anchor anymore. That's only for season 1. And I'm trying to find a way to get season 1 on my new Anchor app, because of the fact that I don't want people to have to reverse back and forth. So I have to figure that out. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it eventually. But season 2 will definitely be on Loose Rap. Like I'm giving y'all the thing. On Loose Rap Show with Christina Storm. And if you haven't heard it or you haven't watched it, please go watch the show and listen to the show of me being on MVP, Men's Point of View. It's the amazing show. That show was crazy. To me, it was crazy because we wasn't even supposed to go on to the most of the show was about GLBTQ, and I don't know how. I do know how we got on the topic, but that wasn't what our main focus was on. I gave my opinion, so if you go to the show, don't get all in your feelings because it's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's how I feel in this situation, and partially I will say this is because. And I'm meant to be truthful. Partially, it's because I'm still learning. Every day I'm learning. Excuse me. Not only about myself, but also about the community, about and when I say the community, I'm talking about the GLBTQ Children of the Rainbow Corn community. And when I say Children of the Rainbow Corn, I mean exactly the GLBTQ community. But when I say Children of the Rainbow Corn, I'm talking about my fans and everything. But when I need to probably take that away. I'm just say the GLBTQ community and leave Children of the Rainbow Corn for the fans. And y'all will be my Children of the Rainbow Corn. So yes, now I have a name for my fans. The Children of the Rainbow Corn. There we go. So the GLBT community, and we got on some topics, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said on the show, like I agree and I don't agree. There were some things that I just did not agree with at all. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of but that was the whole point of the show. And that's why I love that show so much because we had some very strong minded, educated, what's the word I'm looking for? Very vocal, very bold people on the show that had no cut cars. And I love that about that because they was being their authentic self. Now, there are things that I do feel like we all on the show could work on. There's specific things as far as like how people feel about things or whatever. But I can't make that happen. All I could do is give them the education. Just like a teacher do, give the child the education, and they do with it what they want to do with it. If they want to sit there and fail, they sit there and fail. If they don't, fine. If they want to learn more, fine too. But you definitely you can go on YouTube actually. You can go on YouTube and you can go on Anchor app and look into. I'm sorry. Let me make sure. Where is my phone? What is my phone? Because before I tell you to go to Anchor app to listen to it, I want to make sure I actually have it on Anchor app because I think that was one show that I did specifically for YouTube, but I can't be too sure. Let me put this phone on the charger. But yeah, what's going on? There you go. So, okay. Give me a minute. But yeah, for sure I know the MVP special guest with me and Jax was on there. You know what I'm saying? And it was really good. So yeah, it's for sure it's on Anchor app and it's Loose Rap Show. It's a Loose Rap Show. It's called Loose Rap Show Special Appearance on MPV Podcast with Chocolate Thunder and Chris. All of the hosts that normally were on there were not on there. It was just Chocolate Thunder and Chris, the youngest member of the crew. But to actually hear the youngest member of the crew kind of be very mature about the whole GLBTQ community issues and things of that nature, and some of his work, the way his tonality and words was put together, it kind of shocked the hell out of me too. Like I was expecting something totally different, and I guess I shouldn't have. I know for a fact I shouldn't have because I seen some of the conversations, but to know that he's young and willing to understand and educate himself is amazing to me. Just like it was with Chocolate Thunder. Like Chocolate Thunder has some strong viewpoints
That's some things I don't agree with, but that's okay because we can agree to disagree. But he was willing to listen and to learn and to get educated on some things, just like Jax, the his wife Jax. That's what she goes by on the show. Um, she was willing to learn. We had everybody had their own viewpoint or whatever, or things that they needed to say or say how they feel, but we all was adult about it and could handle it. You know what I'm saying? In the situation. So definitely go to Anchor app and look at us on. Well, I'm sorry, look at us. Listen to us on Anchor app, and when I appear on the MPV show, it was dang. It was like what, almost a month ago since we did it. A little bit. I'm gonna say about a half a month, about 2.5 weeks ago. I actually did that because it was my boyfriend's thing. It was my boyfriend's birthday party. I somewhat threw. It was me and his cousin. We threw a small little get together because he normally don't like to do shit. He normally like to just sit in the house and take it as another day. I don't believe in that. I need to celebrate my birthday, and if I could this year, I would celebrate it from October 1st to October 31st. But yeah, it was during that time, same damn time I got my damn ticket. But yeah, definitely go check it out. I love this. I mean, when I say I love loose rap shows, and nothing would take the love away from that, but I did love sorry, but MPV, I love my show to death. Like I get to be myself, I get to be real and everything, just like I was on your show. But I love that show because I was around cisgender individuals holding my own. You know what I'm saying? And giving my viewpoint and giving my point of view and telling people how I feel about how they felt, you know what I'm saying, from a trans woman's point of view or somebody that's in the LGBTQ community. No, I can't say that I spoke for everybody, but maybe somebody out there could understand where I was coming from. Like I said, that was, when you listen to my shows and especially on this MPV appearance, um, that was my point of view. That wasn't everybody's point of view that's in the LGBTQ community, or everybody's. It's definitely not everybody's point of view when it comes down to being a trans woman, because every trans woman, every person experience in life is different. Like I tell my friends, everybody book is different. We go through the same shit, but the story is written. Is the situation and story for that situation is written different because it's specifically for you to go through. Um, but yeah, go check it out. It is on YouTube. It's under the same name. It's under Loose Rap. It's under Loose Rap. You can go straight to YouTube, look up Loose Rap. It may pop up. You may see a Leah thing, but you'll see the logo for Loose Rap on there. And go to Loose Rap. It's a special episode. I specifically waited to do a show with MPV after the season was over with because I knew how serious this conversation was going to get, because he had a conversation prior on his show that kind of took me for a loop and kind of had me wanting to have a conversation with him. But yeah, go to YouTube and go to Anchor app. You like I said at the end of every show, like I say at the end of every show, any suggestions for topics for the show, because season 2 is way different. Season 2 is way different, and I hope you all enjoy it. Any topics that you want me to talk about on the show, I will talk about. If you would like to be on the show and we do a live show, or you want to come here, I'd rather you come here. So, you know what I'm saying? But if we got to do a live show, we will do a live show, because I haven't done any live shows except for my pilot show. But I don't mind doing live shows if you know what I'm saying, if I had the interaction or whatever. So if that's what you want, I definitely would do it. Just let me know. But I'm definitely looking for co-host. I'm looking for guest co-host. I'm not gonna say an actual co-host to do the show with me, no, but to do because the only person I can see myself doing doing this show with is Petey, but because Petey is very strong and opinionated, he has his own show, and I think that's perfect for him. Which is not anti-slaves. That's the Fortnite group we in. The loose a gospel tea. But yeah, that's eventually coming. He did tell me, but gospel tea is not coming out no time this year. It's too much going on right now for him where his show will be premiering. But Loose Tribe definitely has season 2. It will be pre-recorded unless I have, you know what I'm saying, guests that can't be on the show like right then and there. Then I would just do a live show, you know what I'm saying. Because doing a live show, it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of editing, so I don't choose to do that right now until I have more knowledge on it, and also where I have more interaction on it. But if it's something that people want, I definitely will give it to them. I am looking for guest co-hosts for my show where we film. I actually film inside my home. So if you come in my home, please have your energy right, because I do believe in energy. I do believe, like I said, in them succubuses and vampires and things in that nature. You get fed real good. Depending on how I feel or how you coming, you'll drink good, because I don't keep liquor and things of that nature in my house. Even though, you know, I do have a beer drinker in here. You know what I'm saying? I take a little sippy sip once in a while, but there's certain things I don't keep in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless like I know I'm gonna have some company over. But yeah, I would like to see what people want to talk about. That's my thing. What do you want to talk about? So, thank you all, you know, for letting me say what I need to say, give y'all a little input. I did go over what I wanted to do, but I had some other things I wanted to talk about too, but I didn't know I was going to do them on here. But definitely, like I said, people, love on yourself. Keep pushing regardless how hard it is. And beware of succubuses and vampires out there. All right, children of the rainbow corn, I love you. And can't wait to see y'all and have a good old time, baby. October 3rd. Deuces. Deuces.